right, we are live. This is your host, Bashan Borich from Team Tough, also known as the Tough Mama. And today, if you're watching this hangout, this is our weekly call, our weekly hangout that we have called the Down and Dirty at 1:30 Central. So the whole purpose of these hangouts that I do every Monday is to really give you the truth, the basics to how this online business world works. And some of you are on my team, so you know, you've watched a lot of these hangouts, you've gotten to know more and more, how to be successful online. But for those of you that are new, or even those that are on my team that are just getting started and you want to be successful online, then today's hangout is for you. For those that have never had success online, or maybe you've tried something and failed, then this hangout today is for you. My goal is to simplify things, make them easier for you so that you can be a success. I call that my gift. It's my way of giving back to the success that I've had, is by sharing with others like yourself so that you can become the next generation of online entrepreneurs, or freedompreneurs is what we call ourselves. And if you haven't heard that term, freedompreneur basically means being a business owner and living a lifestyle of freedom. And freedom to me means being able to go where I want, live where I want, and do what I want without having to ask permission from anyone or ask time off from anyone. So to me, that is true freedom. And I hope that if you're watching this today, that's something that you're looking for in your life, and you want to know the truth on how to get there. Because I don't like sugarcoating anything. That's why they call me the Tough Mama. I'm just going to tell you like it is. That's how I like to be taught. That's how I like to learn things. I want to know the meat of how something works, and not worry about all the salesy fluff that a lot of people throw at you. So if you're with me on that, stick around, because today is going to be a good call. I've got some notes. I even have a little bit of a PowerPoint presentation pulled together. I'm really going to give you some good value. That's my goal. So if this is for you, take some notes, because this could be just the breakthrough that you needed in your life in order to take your business to the next level. So I hope you're excited. And I also want to apologize for being a few minutes late. We are having a big storm here. I know you can't tell because it's weird here. We have sunshine at the same time that rain falls. I'm in southern Missouri, and the storm took out my internet. So I've switched now to my mobile hotspot. And so that's what I've got going on right now. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Be sure to comment below. You'll see there's a chat window, and you can log into the chat role and add your comments, say hello so I know you're out there. If you have questions or anything like that, type them in there, or you can email me directly just by responding to any of the emails that I've sent you. All right, so you ready to get started? All right, let's do this. So I'm going to flip my screen around because I want to show you this PowerPoint presentation I put together just for you, and we're going to really get into some good stuff today. So here we go. We're flipping it around. Takes a moment here. All right, I think we're all flipped. Let me flip it to my screen here. And I'm going to make this full screen if I can. All right, hopefully you can see my screen just fine. All right, so today's topic is how to build a successful online business. All right, so let's get going. So basically what I want to show you today, it'll go to my next slide here. Bear with me, we're having lots of fun. Okay, I want to start off with some inspiration. So first of all, this is a quote that I heard recently and I just loved it. And it's never consider the possibility of failure. As long as you persist, you will be successful. And that's from Brian Tracy, who's a famous book writer and inspirational speaker. So, one of the things that I think a lot of folks are brought up to believe is that if you don't succeed within a certain time frame, that you are a failure. But the truth of the matter is, no matter what you decide to do with your life or with your business, if you decide that you're never going to quit, there's no way that you can become a failure. Because if you're still headed the direction of your success, you haven't failed. You're learning from different mistakes that you've made, but you haven't failed. The only people who fail are those who quit. And to me, that was so powerful when I realized that, because I'm one of those that always grew up, doing a lot of sports and athletics and things like that. And that, there's a lot of competition, and, there's a winner, there's a loser. And so to me, I didn't really understand the whole concept of failure. To me, if you did not succeed within a certain time frame, you were a failure. And this is so important to grasp, because in order to have success in any business, not just an online business, you have to understand that there are going to be big challenges that come your way. I mean, that's given. I can guarantee you that you will have some big challenges that you have to overcome, and multiple big challenges. But the thing is when you decide that you refuse to quit and you're going to continue persisting, you absolutely will hit success. Now, can I tell you when that'll happen? No, I can't. I don't have the ability to look into a crystal ball and tell you that, but I can tell you that if you don't give up, you will experience success beyond your wildest dreams. Okay? All right, so that was one really good quote that just totally changed my mindset on success. The other one was this, and I don't know who it's attributed to. If you find out, let me know, but I just enjoy this quote so much. So the beautiful thing about fear is when you run to it, it runs away. And wow, isn't that true? I mean, I can tell you, if you don't know me and you haven't heard my story, this has been, well, it'll be 2 years to the date on June 21st. June 21st is the day that I lost a job that I had, a really high-paying job that I was in for 16 years. And I lost that day. There were some layoffs due to cost-cutting measures. And that same weekend, it's hard to say, it's hard to talk. My husband, who we had been married for 13 years at that point, he decided he wanted a separation, and which led to a subsequent divorce. So all of a sudden, I became an unemployed single mom to 2 little boys, because he moved away. My ex-husband moved away. So here I was in this whole new place, and I was afraid. To say I was not afraid it would be an understatement. I mean, I was very, very afraid, because I didn't know what to do next. I had always been the sole income earner. I've always been successful in things that I've done in the past, and I did not know what was going to happen next. And I guess that was the part that was fearful. But one thing that I found, that if I looked at fear right in the face and I just decided I was going to run towards it, then it disappeared. It really did disappear. And life became so much more beautiful than it had been in the previous 16 years. So I hope that inspires you just a little bit. And I know this isn't really, getting into the nitty gritty of how to have success online. But to me, your mindset is the most important part to have success in anything. So to me, this quote can help you accomplish more than any other thing, because your fear is what holds you back from doing the things that are most necessary for your success. And if you truly believe that you can overcome anything, then you'll run towards it. And you know what will happen? You will achieve it. You will overcome that obstacle, and it can be better than you ever imagined. I'm serious about this. I know that it's hard to get over that fear, but I know many of you out there have had probably even more challenging situations come up in your life than I have. And you can probably attribute that you overcame that fear in order to be where you are today. Okay, so let me get into the next thing, and that's the foundation for success. I already alluded to the first one. In order to have success, I believe there's 3 pillars or foundations that are necessary to build a successful business. And the first is mindset. And I did put these in order. I probably should have numbered them, because to me, without the proper mindset, and that's that mindset of never giving up and continuing to push towards your goal, no matter who tells you you can't do it, or what they say to you, or things that happen to you. If you have a mindset that you are going to succeed no matter what, then you will eventually become successful. So, and there's a lot of things that you can do in order to improve your mindset. We've talked about these on other Hangouts, but some of them are reading good books. And by good books, I mean self-development, self-improvement type books, listening to inspirational audios, getting around people who are positive and uplifting and encourage you to be successful. Those are just 3 examples of how you can improve your mindset so that you can have the basic foundation of success. Because I'll tell you right now, if any of these 3 foundations are not set up in your life right now, or haven't been in previous business ventures, then you are going to fail. Okay? And I know that's hard to take. For some of you, you believe that you've got a great product or service, or you have a great coach or mentor, or you have an excellent mindset. But when you really go back in and you evaluate, past, I'll say failures, but let's just say that they were learning experiences, because you're still here. So in your past adventures or learning experiences, really evaluate them. And I bet that one of these 3, or maybe even more than one of these 3 pillars to success was crumbling, or had crumbled a long time ago. And that's why you did not experience success. Okay. So the second one is mentoring and coaching. And I put it kind of a hyphen, or I slashed it out here, because some of us, you can learn better from one-on-one coaching or mentorship, and others learn best by going through some kind of a coaching program with a number of mentors. And sometimes it's a combination of both. And so for me, it's been a combination of both. I have a personal mentor who I speak to on a regular basis. And then I also go through different coaching programs and training classes and things like that. And I have a number of coaches that have helped me in different aspects of my business and of my life. So if you don't have that, it's so valuable to your success, because how are you going to know if you are on the right path, if you don't have somebody that already has had success to show you if you're on the right path? And to me, it's kind of like trying to run a business in the dark if you don't have a mentor or a good coaching program in place for you. So I want you to keep that in mind, because I think a lot of folks think you don't need that. You just need a business with good products, but that's not the case. And then finally, great products or services. And I want to go a little bit deep on this, because great products and services, everybody thinks they have a great product or service, I think. You go into business, obviously you believe in the product or service that you have. But I want to pose this to you. Number 1, does your product or service have a residual income built into it? And by residual income, I mean, when somebody purchases the product, do they continue to pay for something else within that product, or is there a monthly fee for it? What do you have to keep selling it over and over and over again, or is it something that once they buy it, it continues to pay you over and over and over again? Well, I'll tell you right now that most people don't have something with residual income, and because of that, you're putting a cap on how much you can earn. Do you understand why? You're putting a cap because you can only work so many hours and sell so many products a day in order to be successful. So in order to have success, you either have to expand your business and duplicate yourself, or you're going to have to just realize that you can only earn so much because there's only so many hours in the day. So for me, great products or services means that, number 1, you have to have residual income that's tied to it in order to be successful. The second thing you have to have with a great product or service is you have to have a high ticket item. And what do I mean by that? A high ticket item is something that's over $1,000 for them to buy it. And that kind of varies depending on the industry. It could be, over $10,000 depending on what you're selling. But you need to have something that, that's of great value in your products and services. Otherwise, if you get into a business where you're just trying to sell quantity over quality, eventually you're going to burn yourself out. And by quantity, I mean things that are, $50 or less, or $1 or less. You're going to have to continuously sell if you don't have a high ticket item. If you want to get to success faster, you're going to have things that cost less money, and then you're going to have, high ticket items as well. And what that does is it's going to allow you to reach success much, much faster. So I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying not to ramble too much, but these are the pillars that you're going to need in order to be successful. All right, I'm going to go to the next one. Okay, so a lot of people ask, okay, that's great, Vashon. I can understand the pillars, but what is it that I do? What does Vashon do in her business? What does she sell? What is her business? Because I think a lot of people who've been following me, and you may be one of them, you don't really understand what I'm doing, how I'm making a living with this online stuff. So I wanted to share what I do, because I think that might help you. And you could also, if you're on my team, you can use this when you're talking to other people. So really, before I even go into this really deep, one of the things that I think is more important than what I do is why I do it. And I know you've heard me say this if you're on my team. Why you do something is so much more valuable than what you do, okay? Because your why is your emotional connection to where you're going in your future. And it doesn't really matter what the products and services are. I mean, they have to have the elements that I mentioned earlier, but it does matter why you're doing it. And for me, the reason why I'm doing the business that I'm in is because I wanted to have more time with my children. I have 2 little boys that are elementary school age, and I just wanted to be a part of their life and to have the freedom to do things with them and not have to put them through daycare, have a sitter or something like that. I wanted to be there for them because life is so short, and to me, children are so valuable. And so the reason why I do that is to build that lifestyle of freedom so that I can spend that with my children and doing the things I love, such as I also have a martial arts business, and martial arts has always been my passion. And so I wanted something that could allow me to continue doing the martial arts, but allowing me to have a business that is on autopilot almost, that could help me so that I would be able to do the things that I love, like my hobbies, such as martial arts, and not be stuck and trapped with a schedule that somebody else makes for me. So all of these things kind of add up to my why. And I think there's a lot of people that have those same feelings as to why they want to have their own business. They really want that freedom. They really want financial security. They want to be able to make as much as they can. They want to have time with their families, with their kids, with their spouse. So, if you know your why, then what you do is just kind of a product of that why. And I know I'm going deep on a lot of this, but there's so much to it. And I want you to get the meat of what is important to success. I'm not sugarcoating stuff. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you what has made me be successful and how you can take some of these elements and make yourself successful as well. So what is it that I do? Let's get back to that. I sell digital products. That's one of the things that I do. And the reason I chose digital products over, other products such as, physical products in a factory or I call them pendants or pills or anything like that. I decided that I did not want to have a bunch of inventory at my home. I also, I really like the freedom that a digital product gives me and gives my clients as well. It allows you something that's tangible and that you can reach it instantly from any computer in the world. As long as you've purchased it, you have access to it. So to me, digital products are just slick. I mean, it's really a great way to build a business is by having digital products that can sell over and over again too. That's the other benefit is you build it once And now you've got products that can sell again and again and again and again. And then here's the other beautiful side of it is that let's say that a digital product needs to be updated. You can update it in one spot, and then all the people that purchased it in the past get those updates. And to me, that's brilliant. I mean, you can't do that with a physical product. You'd have to ship a million of them out to update them. So I really, really like the whole digital world, and I've always had a connection to computers, even as a small child. So this was something that I got excited about. The other thing that I do, because it's not just one thing, is I coach others on how to do the same thing that I do and how they can build a freedompreneur business. And we already spoke about what a freedompreneur is. And so I think this is the new movement. I think a lot of folks are trying to get out of working in corporate America. They just don't know how. And my goal is to help people who were in the same situation that I was in the past and want to find a way to get out of that rat race and start living a lifestyle of freedom and doing the things that they love and building a life instead of just a business. And so I coach people on how to do that. And there is one more thing that I do is I live out my passions. And that was something that's part of my why is I really wanted a method that I could live out my passions and not just, come to work every day just to make money. For me, I wanted something where I could inspire people like yourself. I wanted something where I could help others so that they could grow their businesses. I wanted something where I could spend more time doing the things that I love. And so I found that this is a method to do that. So I hope that kind of helps you to understand what I do. As far as the actual digital products, we're going to get into that here in just a moment so that you can get a good understanding as to what's out there. And also, if you have a business or if you're looking for a business, I want to show you how you can do that. Because I think that it's kind of a mystery. A lot of people think that, there's no real online businesses and coaches. They think that they're all kind of scams as far as the stay-at-home type businesses. And that is not the case at all. And I found that the business I'm in is probably the most supportive business that you could possibly get into. And I'm going to show you why today. And I'm also going to show you how you can use some of these tools to help you in your life in order to create your own freedompreneur business if that's something that you desire. All right, so hopefully you're still with me. You guys can hear me clearly and I haven't broken up too much. We're going to go ahead and go into the next part here. Okay, so the next part of this has to do with basically what tools are available to you and exactly what digital products that I have. So I'm going to flip over here. So there's really, I use two digital product providers. One of them, close this down, one of them is iPass2, and that's the Internet Prosperity Acceleration System, if you're curious what iPass stands for. And what that is, it's an online kind of franchise-based system of digital products and training. And the digital products that iPass has basically is a automated system of selling. It's an automated sales system. And I've never seen anything like it. In fact, it's the most cutting edge online system I've ever found. And it's so easy to use. And I pulled up this page specifically because if you're looking for an internet business, and I will tell you that if you currently have a job, one of the best things you can do is to get a business started part-time, when you're not at work, and get that growing so that you can quit your day job. It's very difficult to just outright quit a job and focus on building a new business, because when you do that, there's a lot of stress, and sometimes you'll get into this mindset of scarcity in which you're worried about paying your next bills, and that'll project to others and you won't sell as much. So I know I'm getting into some more mindset stuff, but before you even think about having an online business, you really need to evaluate your financial status and look at what you can do financially so that you can carry your business through for at least 90 days. 90 days is the minimum amount that I would give any new business to get started off. Most of them take a little bit longer than that. But if you are dedicated and you follow the steps that we give you here with Team Tough, then you should start seeing some success within 90 days, as long as you're doing exactly what we show you and not going off and doing your own thing. Okay, so iPass simplifies that for you. So a lot of folks, you just don't have time to go and get a developer to set up your website and set up your storefront and set up your advertising and do this and that in your sales funnel. And so we understand that. And so that's why I love iPass, is that it basically gives you 3 steps and you have a business that's live. To me, that is super simple for anyone, even somebody that's super busy or a single mom like I was, in order to get set up with an online business and be successful. So here are the 3 steps right here. You can, the first one shows you how it works, how iPass works. After you do that, you continue to the next step. And then it shows you how to set up your email list, because the lifeblood of an online business is your email list. You've got to start collecting emails. We've done a lot of trainings on this, and this shows you, how to get that set up. Every one of these has a little video that walks you through it step by step. And once you've got your email list set up, the next thing is setting up your e-wallet. Your e-wallet is where you get paid. So, when people purchase your products and services, you want that to be seamless. And I've even set it up to auto draft to my bank account. And I set up a business account for that. And that way, when I earn money from my online business, it goes right into my bank account, and I don't even have to do anything. So it's really, really nice, and it's slick because it simplifies the whole process of setting up an online business. So if that's something that you're looking for, a simplified sales system, then I do encourage you to click on the link below this video. You'll see where it says Join Team Tough, and that's going to get you access right into this iPass 2 system. And I will be your personal mentor and coach to help you get started with this system. Okay, so this is think of this as your factory. So iPass 2 is your factory, and it's going to help everything run seamlessly so that you can start building a successful online business right away. Okay, there's also training tools in here as well, and there's all kinds of things, but I'm not going to go into every little detail. I just wanted to give you an overview so that you can be a success in whatever it is that you're looking to do. All right, so the other part of it, if iPass 2 is your factory, then Empower Network are your products that run down your factory line. So there's actually 2 parts to the business that I run. One is at iPass 2. The second part is Empower Network. So Empower Network has a series of digital products that help business owners to be successful. One of which is their blog, Kalatu. This is a fantastic blogging platform, and we've spoken on previous Hangouts on the importance of blogging. And if you haven't been on those previous Hangouts, just briefly, blogging is one of the #1 ways, I would say it is the #1 way, to drive traffic to yourself or your business online. Because search engines are looking for content that's constantly being updated. And the best way to update content is to blog daily. In other words, post something, be it a video, be it an audio, be it a written word, pictures, every day, because that alerts those search engines that you're active and you've got great content, and it helps to drive traffic to you. So that's one of the main products that Empower Network offers. And I'll just show you the other ones. I've got a lot of them because I've been in it a while, and I'm considered an all-in member. If you're not familiar with that term, all-in means that I basically own all of their products because I believe in supporting myself and my business. And I learned very quickly, if I did not have all the products, I could not make the type of income that I desired. It was almost impossible. Actually, I can't even imagine trying to build a business that you can live on with only having, one product. It's kind of like opening up a McDonald's and only offering, fries and not offering a Happy Meal. So, for me, I needed all the products in order to be successful. And I encourage those that are on my team to get all in as quickly as you can, not because I'm trying to, you know, push sales. That's really not it at all. I know for a fact that those folks in the organization, the same business that I'm in, that are successful, all the leaders, every single one of them are all in, okay? There is not one leader that isn't. And so I believe myself to be a leader. And because of that, I went all in as quickly as I could. For me, it took me about a month to go all in. In hindsight, I probably would have done it much quicker because it definitely grew my business the second I went all in. So I'm telling you this because I believe in telling you the truth and not sugarcoating stuff. So I hope that you're looking at it from that perspective, because for me, I'm not going to tell you something that I'm not going to do myself. Okay. So these are all different products. Every single one of these products are digital. So I'm not going to go into details to what every one of them does. You can actually go out to my website and look at the products on teamtough.com, and it'll walk you through every single one of these and what they do. Now, here's the key. I think a lot of folks, they buy all these products getting excited about how this is going to make them money. But unless you use the products and be a product of the product, in other words, use them so that you can talk about them and improve your business, you're never going to have the level of success that leadership has. And you know, that's one of the things I found is that a lot of people buy these and then they never actually go through the trainings. So make sure that you are doing that. If you own any of these products, go through them and, you know, just take it step by step and follow the instructions that are there. Okay. Now, I don't expect you to digest all of them all at once. That would be insane. Okay. It's a lot of information. So one of the things that we do, and this is kind of what leads me to the next part of, you know, the digital business that I'm in, is we have fast start trainings. So when somebody first joins our business, we walk through the basic steps to get them started right away. We call this fast start training, and we give you access to that. And so in this fast start training, it goes through the very basic steps to get started and start having success right away. Like they just had one on the 12th of this month, and Nikki did that one with Todd, and it goes through just, you know, the basic steps on how you can get set up, you know, with your new business. To me, that's invaluable. I wish that in other businesses that I was in, that there was somebody that could walk me through step by step how to get set up properly and efficiently so that I wasn't wasting so much time. Okay. And what's cool is all of these fast start setups and trainings, they're all recorded. We do them live. Usually these are, let's see, the 12th was on Friday. Yeah, usually these are every Friday. And if you can't make it at the time that they're held, just like this training, if you're watching the recording or if you're watching it live, I always record it because I understand everybody's schedules are different. This time, 1:30 Central Time, just happens to work best for me and my family. So that's why I do it here. I like my evenings. I spend a lot of time doing stuff with my kids in the evenings. So I don't typically host trainings during the evening, but you may like to watch things in the evening. And so these calls and hangouts, they're all recorded. Okay, so that is a really, really great thing. And you'll see there's a ton of stuff over here, posts and things like that. So that's just one big, huge help. So if you yourself are starting a business, one of the things you need to consider is how are you going to train people? So you need to have some kind of a fast start setup. Now, if you're in business with me, you automatically are given access to this to give to others. So you don't even have to build a fast start setup section on your own website. You have access to this. You can share this with all your new members. In fact, I encourage you to, because that's what it's there for. And if you are brand new, then I encourage you to come in here and watch the fast start setup. Now, if you don't have a business yet, then I recommend you go ahead and get started with us, and we can walk you through. We can get you links so that you can get to the fast start setup and get to the trainings that are there. Okay. All right. I want to show you the other thing that you have access to that is kind of a bonus. No other members of iPass2 or Empower Network have access to this, and that is the Freedompreneur Academy. So what this is a separate website. It's a bonus website that was created by leaders within our industry. Specifically, this was created by the Unstoppable Tribe and Team Love and Light. Unstoppable Tribe is Brian and Rhonda Swan. Team Love and Light is Dee and Justin Varengia. And then it also has in here, this is John Penberthy, who you're seeing on my page right now. John Penberthy is the YouTube expert, and he's done really well. So these are all multiple 6- and 7-figure earners, and they put this together to help you. So brand new people that come into our team as a bonus get access to this site. Now, if you are new and you're on my team and you haven't been in here, to me, this is the shortcut. If you're looking for a shortcut to success, this is it right here, the Freedompreneur Academy, because what each of these leaders have done is they have simplified what it takes in order to get to success the quickest. Okay, so let me just show you kind of what's on this page. Right now, like when you first get registered on our team, we give you a link to this site and we show you how to sign up. And then right here, step 1 shows you exactly what you need to do. Okay, you click here and it shows you, logs you into your iPass section, tells you exactly what to do. Step 2 tells you exactly what to do. Fill out your game plan and it gives you access to that, and you book an appointment with your coach. Then step 3 and so on. So you can see it literally walks you through the steps so that you can be the most successful in this business the quickest. All right. And to me, that's invaluable. Now, here's where it even gets more fun. Okay. Or even better is once you go all in other words, you get your black card. That's the highest level. It means you have all of the products in this digital business that I'm in. You're going to get access right here to this special black all-in section of the Freedompreneur Academy. Now I'm all in, so I have access, and I'll just give you a sneak peek. You can see what the sneak peek looks like, but unless you're all in, you will not actually be able to get in here. Okay, so sneak peek. You basically get this incredible workshop by Rhonda Swan on the branding experience. So one of the keys in order to be successful is to create a brand that's all your own. And if you're not familiar with branding or you don't know how to do it, that's one of the biggest benefits to experiencing success quickly, is by having a brand and building a solid brand around you. Because people buy from you. They don't buy just your products, they buy you. And unless you have a solid brand, they're not going to remember you, and they're not going to understand what you stand for. Some other things that they have is Team Love and Light. You get access to their traffic mastery. Okay. You also get access to high-level training with John Penberthy. You get access to bonus videos, more branding, advanced leadership, etc. So all of this is it's huge. These are things that can help take you and your business to the very next level the quickest. And that's one of the main reasons I went all in, was because I wanted those things. I wanted to have access to those trainings because these people are successful, and I wanted to model their success. Success leaves clues, right? So when you see people being successful, you don't want to try to reinvent the wheel. You want to follow the exact training that they've given you so that you can be successful as well. All right. And then finally, one of the things that really helps people when they get started in this business is iPass2 sends out a daily action assignment. I know a lot of you are not disciplined enough to do what's necessary every day. And this is a great reminder to go out there and do what's necessary every day in order to be successful. Because I think that's one of the biggest things, is a lot of people are quick to blame. Like if you're not experiencing the type of financial freedom that you want in your business, a lot of folks are quick to say, well, my mentor, my sponsor, they didn't help me enough. or they weren't even involved. I never even spoke to them. Or the business products weren't good, or the commission plan wasn't good enough. That's why I couldn't make any money at this. Well, those are all excuses. And successful leaders, they don't make excuses, okay? And here's the thing. All of the leaders, we have the exact same products, we have the exact same commission plan, and we have access to the exact same training as you do. So if you're not having success, don't blame it on those things, because it's not those things, because we have the exact same opportunities as you do. There is nothing different between me and you. I mean, I'm just an ordinary gal who happens to have an extraordinary vision. And if that's you, then you don't make excuses. You just get out there and you do it, okay? And so for those of you that aren't having success, I can almost guarantee you that you are not taking daily action. And if you were on last week's Hangout, I did go through some of the stumbling blocks to success as to why people are not having success in the business. And I talked about how you can overcome some of those things. Well, here's a big one. If you want to start having success more quickly, follow a daily action plan. Okay, daily action plan means that every day you're going to do 3 to 5 things every single day for 90 days minimum. Okay, if you want to continue having success, you'll keep doing it even after the 90 days. And when you do that, you're going to start seeing incremental success. And it's kind of like a snowball. The more you do it, the bigger that snowball starts to get. Okay, it may seem small at first, just a few little snowflakes, right? But the more you keep adding those daily action steps every day, every day, every day, you are expanding your online real estate, and people are starting to watch you. They're seeing that you're not giving up. They're seeing that you're consistent. They're seeing that you're hosting these Hangouts every week, even though you may not have the biggest group yet, the biggest team yet. They're watching your blog posts. They're watching what you post on Facebook and on social media sites. So if you're not doing it daily, then people are thinking, well, they're not consistent, so I'm probably not going to want to follow them or be on their team, because it seems like they're just struggling along. You guys get that? Do you understand that? I know I'm being kind of to the point here, because I think that a lot of folks, they need to hear that. You need to hear the truth. So here's what I recommend to you, is that every day go through iPass2's daily action assignment. This is emailed to you. If you're not getting them, it's real easy to get there. Just go into iPass2. Let's go over here. And then when you come in here, I believe it's in the support section. You can go in there and search up daily action assignment in the support section in your iPass2. And that's going to, you should be able to sign up. Actually, you should be getting these. If for some reason you're not, you might check your bulk email folder. If you are a member of iPass, then this is something that's sent out every day. And in this daily action assignment, it gives you instructions and a video on how you can do it if this is your first time. And then it gives you your 3 sections that you complete every day. It even walks you through how to do every section. So if you made this your daily job, think of your business as, take it serious. Think of it as a job that you're going to do this every day. Then to me, there's no way that you can fail. Now, if you're skipping these and you're just trying to find a quick fix, then yeah, you're not going to have success. People who aren't consistent don't experience success. So I hope that that's clear as mud now. I'm sorry. I know I'm being hard on you, but to me, it's just so important for you to understand what it takes. So every part of this walks you through exactly the steps that you can take. And it even gives you the training, links to the training on how to do it, so that you aren't just stuck. And then finally, if you do get stuck, one of the beautiful things about iPass2 is that you actually have access to coaches and a support section, so that you can reach out to whoever brought you in. You can contact them. You can text folks. We also have Facebook groups. And if you are looking to start your own business, one of the things that is vital to being a successful business is having a place for your group, the people that you're associating with, to connect, not just with you, but with each other. Because you are just one person. But with a group, such as a Facebook group, now all of your people, all of your customers, if you're in a customer-centric business, can talk to each other and share the same types of information. They can share things that they've learned. They can help each other. So if you're on my team, you should be using those Facebook groups in order to help people. When you see people that need help, help them out. And then when you have questions and you need help, use those groups in order to get those answers that you need. Now, I will tell you this, when you're using those Facebook groups, you want to first research on your own. Make sure that you've exhausted all your resources before you start hammering people with a series of questions. Because not that people aren't willing to help, it's just that one of the traits of a leader is trying to figure things out on their own first. And I still do this every now and then. I can't find something. Like I'll go and I'll look on YouTube trying to figure out how to do something. And if I can't find it after searching for a while in various places, then I will go out and shoot a message to somebody that's on the leadership team if I know who can do it for me, or I'll post to the actual Facebook group and just ask. I said, hey, could somebody tell me how to do this, or show me, point me to a place where I can do it. And it's been such a valuable resource having all of these people that are in the Freedompreneur business available to help me and to help each other to be successful. So I'm going to flip it back around now. Those were all the slides and stuff that I wanted to show you. All right. So I hope that this has been helpful to you on how to be a success, because I think that so many of you are just struggling. Your wheels are just spinning. You want that success so badly, and you can't seem to figure out what it is that you're doing wrong and why you can't do it. Well, the first thing is you're not doing anything wrong, except maybe you're not being persistent. You're not being consistent in taking daily action and doing the right things. Okay? So if you're not having success, make a commitment, number one, that you're going to get your mind right, that it's nothing to do with you. It's that you need to be focused enough to realize that you can be a success and to never give up on that opportunity to be a success. Remember those two quotes that I gave you at the very beginning of this presentation? I want you to remember those and think about that you cannot fail. That the possibility of failure is completely behind you. You're going forward and you're going to reach your goal no matter what. And the other thing is to get over that fear, to realize that the quickest way to get over fear is to run right towards it. Okay? Because it's never as bad as it seems. Your mind makes things out to be worse than they really ever become. So keep that in mind when you're worried about starting a business. Maybe you're worried about the financial aspect of it. Maybe you're worried that you aren't as smart as some of these people that have gotten started. Well, I tell you what, there are people out there that had an even bigger obstacle than you. And maybe they didn't even have any finances. Maybe they were homeless. In fact, I know for a fact we have people in this business who have become successful who were completely homeless and broke before they got started. Okay? And now they are leaders in our organization. Okay? So don't use these things as excuses. It doesn't matter where you came from or where you are right now. What matters is that you never give up and you have those pillars. You seek out mentors that can influence you and help you when you get stuck, and that you have great products. And I believe in the products that we have. And so you have to believe in the products and use them. Because if you aren't using them, how are you going to talk to them about other people? And how are you going to become an even better business person and leader if you don't even know what's in the products? All right? So I hope this has helped you. We're about here at the 1 hour mark, and I promised you I would show you how to be successful in an online business in an hour. So I hope this has helped you. Be sure to comment down below if you have other topics that you'd like me to discuss on future Down and Dirty Hangouts, let me know, and I will put those on the agenda over the next few weeks that we host these. So make it a great day, and we'll see you next week for the Down and Dirty at 1:30 Central. Take care.